Good morning student, myself Kamini Sharma, your SST teacher. In my last video, we start chapter 4, Essential of Democracy, and today we discuss the new topic, Role of Media. In the role of media, we learn 3 points: newspaper, current affairs, and violent. These are the means of media, and the newspaper is the example of media, and radio and TV also example of media. Oldest means of oldest means of communication is the oldest means of media is the newspaper. In present time it is also very popular. Now we discuss first about newspaper and different columns in newspaper. Nowadays, the newspaper, radio, and televisions are efficient tool with the people to draw the attention of the government to the plight of the people. The newspaper have editorial columns where current issues, views, and articles published. They also have a letter to the editor columns where the people send in their personal opinion on social and public issue. Now we come on second point, current affairs. The, the other media, especially the news and current affairs, channel on radio and televisions, organize debates and discussion with the peoples. Learn and specialize in different fields to bring out what is wrong and what is right. This helps the people to understand the action of the government. They are then able to realize what is good and what is bad for the society. This is how opinion is developed. Now we come on third point, violent. Many a time protests turn violent. Taking law and order into one's hand is illegal and incorrect. Such acts are harmful and lead the destruction of public property. Even many people get injured when there is violence of this nature. Imagine if a few trains or buses are burned down for miscertains or a crowd agitating peoples. The country would lose those buses and trains. Ultimately, who would suffer? The common man or the people who used to travel in them. So violence should not be restored to at any stage if it only causes harm to everyone. If you don't know about that today, try to find out editor columns in newspaper and read it. Participating in the various activities of the government and giving it feedback on their views on quality of governance, the people perform their duties towards building a good living environment in the country. So now we start our new topic, accountability. The representative of the people in the governments are accountable for their action to the people. They are fully aware that if they do not meet an expectations of the people, they would not get another chance to be elected, as they would lose the confidence of the people. One should also not forget that many people in our country are not educated. Therefore, they are easily misguided and misled by people for their own political or other interests. This is a dangerous trend for unity of the country. This can lead to conflict between the various people in the country. I think you understood about very conflicts and their management. There is always a possibility to conflict when people of different culture, religious beliefs, and economic level stay together in a society. The various reasons of conflicts could be: first, unequal distributions and availability of resources. First point is unequal distribution and availability of resources. This is the basic causes of conflict. Another important causes of conflict is the human tendency of greed. People want to take away more than what they need or what is actually there. At times, they take away the land and the property which is either common use or not rightfully their own. Second point, religious discard. Sometimes there are conflicts between people of one religion to another. Many times there are conflicts during religious processions. Sometimes there are conflicts during religious processions. Processions means, what is the meaning of processions? Processions means ceremony. Some miscarriage causes discomfort to to people of the other religious by passing remarks or the gestures which start a conflict. The government takes necessary actions at the appropriate level to prevent such incidents, and if they happen, then they are responsible to bring both sides to neg- to negotiate and claim the situation so that the people could live. So now on third point, displacement due to progress. The need of development requires construction work, just like as a dam, road, industry, and power project. Sometimes building such in infrastructures need cutting down forests or removing people from where they have been living earlier. Such shifting away of people and taking away their land causes many problems for the people, as their livelihood depends on that land. Due to such development activities, they have to move to new locations, make new houses, find new jobs, and thus they are disturbed. Many times, these peoples do not get adequate compensations and they protest against such displacement. Many social activities join and support them to draw the attention of the government to ensure that the people get the required compensations and new jobs to earn their living. Now, last point, inequality. In the society, at some people continue with their traditional beliefs and discriminate against others on the basis of caste and gender. They prevent people from getting their rights to equality. At places, people of some castes are not allowed to enter temples or they are forced to stay out of the village. They do not give equal status to girls to treat them badly. They do not give them enough food and give more to the male child. At places, the rich and powerful exploits the poor and the weak. Such situation causes conflict within the society and unrest among the people. It is the duty of the government to ensure that all citizens get their right to equality. Equality, next point is the equality and justice. Every person in our democratic country is supposed to be treated equally. Our government has taken various steps and made new laws to provide equal status to all the people in the country. Here, this point is divided into some different points, and different points start. First is all the people of the country have to have the same rights. They have made rules that all the people of the country have the same rights for living their life with dignity and pride. Second one, no one should force, pressurize, or exploit another person. Third one, equal opportunities. They have the right for the equal opportunities to earn their living by choosing their professions. Next is no restrictions or differentiations. They have equal rights. They have equal rights to use common facilities provided by the country. They have to equal opportunity to earn their living by choosing their professions. Next one is the there is no restriction or no depreciations. There is no restrictions or depreciations on facilities like health, education, job, use of public transports. They are treated equal in the eyes of the law and treated fairly. All are treated equal in the eyes of the law. There should be no discrimination between caste, creed, and race. People have the freedom to choose their religions of their choice. They are not supposed to be prohibit not supposed to prohibit. They are They are not supposed to prohibit from entry into places of worship due to any discrimination. So much is the concrete that even foreign nations who come here temporarily are not supposed to be insulted or discriminate due to their complexion and race. Rules have been made to bring up the status of section of the people who are discriminate against the old tradition. They are given separate quarters in the education and employment so that these sections come up at par with the other. Next, last point, levels of conflict on two levels. First one is the local level, second one is the state level. Local level, the conflict may be on local or even at a state level between the states or religion. It is the government duty to manage and control conflicts. This is because it is the part of the government's duty to give a safe and secure living environment to every citizen of the country. Depending on the level and the intensity of the conflict, the various level of government take action to resolve these. We, the people of the country, are equal participants in the forming and running the democratic government. At the same time, it is our duty to ensure that the rules made by the government are followed by us and responsible citizens. If this does not happen all the time, then the resources of the government would be wasted in the managing the conflict and the country would never progress as rapidly as it should. Now, this chapter is